What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails of Cold Steel 4. Last time we left the village of Erin and started to take to the skies. We are heading towards Bryonia Island because we're heading towards that spirit shrine that we went to in the last game that seems to be where Crow is going to be waiting for us for the start of these rivalries, whatever those are supposed to be. But first, Reen wants to wash his face and freshen up so we can get ready to go over there. So let's go ahead and do that. Ew. Silver hair and red eyes. I'm like I'm a vampire from some old legend. I guess the Nosferatu were victims of the Empire's curse too, in a way. Though, when it comes to me being a sacrifice, they're almost cute in comparison. Oh, Allie said, did you need to use the bathroom? I'll be out in just a sec. Ah. Alisa? Sorry for doing that all of a sudden. It's just your hair, your eyes, they aren't going to go back to normal, are they? No, probably not. You don't like it? I was thinking you look kind of cool. You'll always be cool no matter how you look. You're an important person to us after all, more than anyone, especially to me. Alisa. Green eye. Alisa? Sorry, I didn't mean to get so carried away there. I'll be heading down to the lounge now. I'd like to take a look through that manual Rosine gave me. Sure. She's acting a little weird. Though she obviously has a lot to deal with considering everything that's happening. Still, I can't help but worry sometimes, even with someone I can share my closest thoughts with. Alright, guess I'll go to the bridge then. I should speak with Gaius. Alisa is really probably just, you know... I mean, obviously there's a lot going on with the whole, you know, her mother and Sharon situation, but also just, like, with Reen. She probably is, like, scared of losing him again, maybe? And that's why she's really just kind of, like, keeping herself distant to a certain extent because she doesn't want to be hurt again, maybe? Doesn't seem like too much longer until Bryonia Island, huh? Yes, the security level over the seas is about as relaxed as you expect. We do, however, need to think about where we'll be landing. The landing dock itself is too exposed in Ordis, and the Imperial Navy is starting to amass itself over in Uno. I see. The island's full of cliffs, so our options outside the landing dock are pretty severely limited. The sandy beach on the northwest end is probably our best bet. I thought just the same. Oh, so you did. How long have you had that pulled up on screen? Then again, you did help us out on Bryonia Island just a few months back, didn't you? You said an acquaintance of yours sent you there, so that means... Haha, you got me. I was dropped off from Father Thomas Merkbaugh on the way home. Rosine and Elrond helped me out quite a bit back then as well. Though we couldn't really return until after the Durflinger had departed. We were at risk of being discovered by Ouroboros after all. So we had to pull out not too long after the drop-off, unfortunate as that was. I see, I can understand why. In any case, after that experience, the sandy beach should be no trouble at all. We have about 20 minutes until we arrive. You should prepare to land. It's like when you're flying somewhere on a normal plane and they're like, we have 30 minutes until we'll be landing. I've already made my rounds. Maybe I'll just wait here at the bridge. Yeah, they really gotta be careful about where they fly. It's like in Azure where Wazi only had specific areas where we could land so we'd be safe. Pulling into view of Bryonia Island. Wow, look at that. I remember that silhouette quite well. Huh, so that's what it looks like from way up here. A nostalgic sight, to say the least. Yeah, it's been almost 2 years now, huh? Ah, yes, this is where Group B conducted their field studies, correct? Yeah, back when Group A was over at the Nord Highlands. That one was a doozy, no thanks to Laura and Fee over here. Those days are long past now, thankfully. What can I say? I was young back then. You still seem rather young to me, Fee. Now that you bring it up, I stopped by the island on my way to Nord, too. Did you really? Feels like our days back in school, huh? Yeah, it really does. As discussed, we shall soon be making a stealthy landing on the beach. Prepare a touchdown, everyone. There's often been speculation from fans that one of the, like, final arc... It won't be the final arc, but, like, one of the later arcs in the series will probably be a Holy City of Arteria one. Even if it's just, like, one game, people are expecting, like, something. So that'd be kind of cool if, like, we get one game where, like, your entire party is just the 12 Dominions. I mean, obviously the ones we know so far are Ein, Father Thomas, Wazi, Kevin, and now Gaius. So we know 5 of the 12. Alright, Rosine, we'll leave that Merkbah to you. If the Navy or the Air Force show up, pull out and get some distance between you. Very well. The Divine Knights and Panzer Soldats are ready to ship out anytime. Don't hesitate to call on me. Thanks, I appreciate it. I'll probably have to summon Valimar myself, though. Yes. It all depends on the result of this rivalry. Alright, sounds like you all know what you're doing. Be careful out there. Right, we better get going. This is the first time I've been here. Do you know the way to this shrine? Yes, we only need to follow that path. Feels like it was just yesterday we were walking around here. Then just before we reach the waterfall, we head southwest. That'll lead us to the wharf where the shrine is. I think I remember the place you're talking about. Yeah, there was some kind of little altar around there. It wasn't a full-blown shrine, however. It must have appeared after the Civil War. Yeah, it's probably still here. I just have crows waiting there for us. Right. We've got a real big group this time around, huh? How about we get going? Be careful, everybody. We're talking about something created by the gnomes and the witches over 1,000 years ago. Crow was there last time, so let's hope he's still there. To the Soul Shrine. Sorry, new Class 7, but you're, like, super under-leveled, so I'm really not going to be using you for a while. Give me Gaius. Put Elliot in support. Give me Sarah. Maybe I'll put Sarah in support, and then give me Fee. Yep, I do feel bad for new Class 7, but until they get, like, a major level boost, this is probably for the best.
Ah, so. 妖霊窟はこっちでしたね。
島の表側、船着き場を少し行った奥だったな。あ
あ、行ってみよう。
I do want to change something though. Where is it? Yep. Give me that and put that on. There we go. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't hurt to mess with everybody's a little bit. I do want to mess with something a little bit. Give me... Instead of Aqua Bleed, give me Curia. So now... Yeah, that's fine. Alright, that should work.
始めるとしよう。
私の番だね。行くぞ。
Level 91.
その程度か。
Yeah, so everyone in reserve.
感じがつかめてきたな。
うん。いい感じだろう。マナもちゃんと安定していると思います。そうですか。この調子でリハビリがてら進んでいくといいわね。
She says training there, but in Japanese I heard rehab, which makes sense. So these guys are still gonna level up. It's just not gonna appear on screen at the end of a battle. Only the people in your main party and your support are the ones that will appear there. But how big is our party now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It should just be 15, right? Yeah, it should be 15 because we had 14 before and now we have Reen. So I think like, how many did we have in Sky Third? I think Sky Third is still like our biggest like party. Well, pretty much. I think we had like a total of like 18. It was like 16 to 18. Oh, okay. I see. You have to go up that way to get the chest. There's a lot to do over here. We're not just gonna head straight to the shrine then. Yeah, okay. So, obviously, the Dark Dragon kind of destroyed our Zemurian Ore Blade. So I guess now Valimar is going to be fighting with the Millium Sword.
Yes, これで大丈夫。
Oh, okay, here's another one of these. Reen and Yuna. How many is that now? Can we look at them all? We can't. Not at this point.
Huh.
There is something over here, so I do want to check it out.
Ha!
こちらは確か島の反対側でしたか。
例の霊窟は逆方向ですね。
ああ。ただ余裕があれば巨像は見たいかもしれない。
ローゼリアさんが言っていた炎の至宝だった存在ね。
少し足を伸ばしてみるか。
Maybe Reen will finally tell everybody that's where Roselia bit into his neck. There it is. Man, hard to believe it's been 2 months already. This is impressive. It's even bigger than I'd imagined. The Septarian of Fire. I saw it with Group B back when we were students, but it's still just as imposing. This thing is huge. The old stories definitely weren't exaggerating. So this is one of the sacred treasures that formed the Great One. That's right, this is Arc Rouge, the Septarian of Fire. The Hexen clan has watched over it for generations. And the other piece of the puzzle is Lost Zem, which is under the Gnome Scare, right? When the two clashed, they gave birth to the Septarian of Steel. That's right, Lost Zem's remains went flying all the way to the Northern Highlands, while Arc Rouge's ended up here. That's a distance of thousands of cells. It must have been quite the explosive battle. They merged to form the Great One, but this is all that remains. As Instructor Reen said, they are just empty shells now. But I don't feel anything from this. It's like it's empty. Knowing what we do now, it's easy to see why I couldn't sense anything back then. The two Septarian fused to become something beyond human comprehension. And the Divine Knights were created to split up the Septarian's power. Odds are the curse came into being around the same time. I get the feeling there's still a lot we don't know. Yeah, we don't know why. The biggest thing is, why was Reen given this power? Like, just transferring someone's heart to somebody else shouldn't give him this, like, weird power. There's obviously something more to it with Osborne. Either way, these events are what led the Great Twilight being re-released, or released. If Crow really does hold the key to all this, the only thing we can do is chase him down and get him to tell us what he knows. Yeah, we can't make any plans until we know the whole story anyway. I guess we're heading to the Soul Shrine then. It's right on the other side of the island. Understood. Want to head back for now? Well, we're already up here. We may as well circle all the way. Oh, actually, I don't even think you can from this side. There's one thing I've been wondering about. After the clash, both Septarian went flying, eventually coming to rest here in Nord. But where exactly did the battle itself take place? Now that you mention, it's a pretty big gap in our knowledge. Well, if you assume that they were pretty much equal in power, you would have to find a center point between both areas. You think a fight that intense would have left some serious damage behind. A quick look at the map of the Empire should give us a list of places that could be it. The way I see it, isn't that most likely the place? I agree. It's becoming a singularity seems too much to shrug off as a coincidence. People say it's cursed. Stories like that don't just spring up out of nowhere. Well, let's look. So what's a halfway point? So we look from Bryonia Island right here, and Nord is up to the top right, right? Yeah. So it would be north of the nomadic settlement, so right around here, colossal statue. So what would be the halfway point? Like right around here, I guess? Or actually, Osgiliath Basin, I guess like right here, would probably be the halfway point. So maybe that's where they were fighting. Oh, are we not allowed to keep going? Okay, they're not going to let us explore the island, right? No, oh my god. I'm trying to leave.
Ha! 風よ、我らに加護。
これで終わり。お疲れリン。バッチリだね。
ああ、これもフィーのおかげさ。
Really just does feel weird, him with the white hair. I mean, I guess that's gotta definitely be a weird feeling, especially with hair as long as his, like, going over your face like that. You know, you just wake up suddenly and your hair is, you're no longer seeing a dark blue, you're now seeing completely, like, whitish silver. Alright, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna let us go anywhere else right now. And this game is a lot like Cold Steel 2, where after a certain point we are gonna have like kind of free roam to kind of go where we want, you know, even places we've been to before. It's not like Cold Steel 1 and 3 where it's pretty much like, you know, you get to be wherever your field exercise is taking place. Honestly, the Cold Steel arc is really the only one that's kind of like that, too.
水場まであるのか。
綺麗ですね。話は聞きましたけど。
この規模の無人島にしては珍しいというか。
だからこそ2年前の実習の候補地に選ばれたんだけどね。
Because, like, you think about it. The Sky Games, you know, we were running all over the barrel. There was no fast traveling or anything, but you were able to kind of walk where you wanted to walk, you know, for the most part. Obviously, there were certain parts of the story that would lock you in a certain area, and you weren't able to leave.
強そうなのがいる。気をつけないと。
But it was still pretty, like, free. Same thing with Crossbell. After a certain point, you were able to kind of go where you wanted in Crossbell. And then I guess not to spoil too much, but the Calvert arc is more like Crossbell, I would say. You know, besides certain parts of the story, you're more, I guess maybe not. Like, in the main city that you're a part of, you're pretty much able to do what you want, but then the off-beaten areas, in Calvert, you don't have as much, like, freedom. It's like you go there for the specific chapter and then you really don't go back to those places for the rest of the game. So I guess it's kind of a mix of Crossbell and Cold Steel. Is this gonna be for another picture? But I'm not gonna talk about any characters or anything for Calvert that doesn't directly get explained here. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before when I first started doing this series last year, but, well, actually, I mean, I've played more games since then, but I have played the first and second Calvert games. I just obviously can't do a playthrough on them because they haven't been translated into English yet, unfortunately. I am trying to be somewhat hopeful that by the end of 2023 of this year that at least the first Calvert game should get announced. But we'll see. These monsters are organized. They won't be letting us through without a fight. This won't be easy, but we can't afford to give up now. If we work together, we can break through their ranks in no time. I'm not so sure about that. Yes, their numbers are far more than we can handle at present. If anything, it looks like they're starting to push us back. Guys, I know you're not going to like this, but hear me out. Let me release my power as a sacrifice to deal with these things. What? You can't be serious. I didn't think you'd be desperate enough to suggest that again. Reen, didn't you learn your lesson already, moron? Look, I realize it's risky, but look at the situation we're in. Against numbers like this, it won't be enough to keep my power focused and controlled. But if I unleash my powers, it might give us a chance. At this rate, even if I try to hold it back, the backlash could still be enough to consume me. Then why risk it? Do you believe the rest of us so weak that you must simply do this all on your own? That's not it. It's because I know I can rely on you that I'm suggesting this in the first place. Are you saying having us here might allow you to control the uncontrollable? It worked when you saved me from the Black Workshop, it'll work now. It may affect my body negatively if it gets out of hand, but my mind's a different matter. With you by my side, I know I won't lose myself again. So please. It's okay, Reen, say no more. I doubt anything we say will change your mind anyway. Yeah, we all know how stubborn you can be. Might make a nice change to be helping you for once. Yeah, do what you need to do, instructor. We'll bring you back as many times as it takes. Please think of it as a power you may only use when all of us are gathered. Yeah, that way it's a little more like we're all part of this. Looks like everyone's agreed. Are you ready, Reen? It's just 3 dragons! What do you mean? There's like 15 of us here. You guys, can't hide anything from you, can I? Thank you. I promise I won't let this power consume me anymore. Now let's get rid of these monsters and move forward. Everybody, follow my lead. Right.
相手にとって不足はない。
Reen can now use to craft Demon Unchained. About Demon Unchained. Awakening his inner demon will improve the strength of the Reen's craft. Okay, so we still have it. The 30% chance Reen regaining his senses each turn. Okay. Oh, they want us to use it. Well, alright. Well, we're okay for now. Yeah, I think we're safe for now. Took more out of me than I thought it would, though. Looks like it put a burden on all of you, too. Please don't worry about us. Yeah, it's nothing compared to what you're dealing with. Maybe so. Or maybe. As long as I keep things to this level, I should be able to use my powers without too many problems. And like I said, I'll try not to get carried away. Trust me, we'll get through this. Well, it isn't as if we can turn back now. Looks like we're getting closer. Reen does have a new cut in. Well.
例の霊窟はそちらの石畳を登った先ですね。
ああ、念のため周辺を確かめてから行ってみよう。
We were last here looking for Milliam. And then the Stall Ritter were holding her captive. Whoa, you'd think it had always been here. It was just a tiny roadside altar 2 years ago. Yeah, and it never would have shown up either if we hadn't run around the island and activated all those crest-looking things. And it was all thanks to the pendant you lovingly made for Instructor Reen, Emma. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that. From what I heard, Rose even paid you a little visit at that time. Not to mention Milliam was held captive in the area just up ahead. That is most likely the place we want. Are you prepared, Instructor? I doubt we'd be of much use against this opponent, but we'll support you any way we can. Yeah, if we had enough time, I'd love to give him a piece of my mind. But now's not the time, you'll have to take the lead. Though I may be inclined to challenge Duvalie to a duel should she be present. Go settle the score, we'll be watching over you the whole time. Thanks, guys. To tell you the truth, I don't know how this is going to end. But I know I want you here with me, whatever happens. Oh, we're not going anywhere, count on it. I don't know about just watching, though. If things get really bad, we might have to butt in. It is time to show the world what you have to offer, instructor. Oh, hey, the healing point's not here. Yep. We are going to stop at the heal point, though.
これは
2ヶ月前とは明らかに様子が違うみたいだな。
そうなんですか？
確かに明らかに霊脈が活性化しているようだが。
はい、総国というものに関係がありそうです。
その答えがこの先にあるってわけね。
Alright, well, there's two people waiting up ahead. Safe to assume it's going to be Crow and Duvalie. Alright, so next time we're going to head inside and see what this whole rivalry business is about, and most likely have a fight with Crow and Duvalie here. So I guess we'll learn everything we need to learn next time. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.